Hi everyone, this is teacher Sandra. Welcome to Introduction to Fractions Problem Sums. This is part 5 out of 6 parts. Let's look at the question. Ronnie spent 2 out of 5 of his money on a present and 3 out of 4 of the remaining money on a cake. Part A, what fraction of his money did he spend on the cake? And part B, if he was left with $9, how much money did Ronnie have at first? Let's look at the two fractions. 2 out of 5 of his money, 3 out of 4 of the remaining money. Of his money, of the remaining money. So you can see here, remaining money. It actually means it's a smaller part, which also tells us that they are referring to different wholes. The two fractions are referring to different wholes, which means we cannot change them to the same denominator. Okay, let's not change to the same denominator. So if we can't do that, we can draw the model. So I will draw the whole, which is 5 units. 5 into 5. And let's indicate there that he spent 2 of them on the present. Then this will be the remaining money. That's the remainder. So what next? Now, 3/4 of the remaining money on a cake. Now you notice they say 3/4 of the remaining, which means they want the remainder to be 4 parts. Now let's look at our remainder there. We have 3 units. 3 and 4. Now, I think we have a little bit of a problem here. So what can we do? Let's drop down the remainder. Since they want 4 parts, right? I'm going to drop down the remainder. And I'm going to cut 4. And I'm just going to show that, okay, 3 out of 4 was spent on the cake. So 3 out of 4 over here was spent on the cake. All right, so I've indicated that. Now let's see. The top part, I have 3 units as the remainder. Once I drop it down, I have 4 parts as the remainder. Now, obviously, we don't have equal units now. Okay, the units are not the same. So right now, we'll have to make them the same. Make them equal, we need to find out the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. We need to make the 3 units on top and the 4 parts below, we need to make them equal. So 3 and 4, we can change them to 12, which means I'm going to make the remainder 12 equal units. What can I do to make them 12 equal units is to cut. Now, over here is the remainder. I need to make it 12. How can I make it 12? Each unit I will have to cut into 4 units, right? 4 times 3 is 12. So 4 units, 4 units, 4 units. That gives me 12 units. How about the bottom one? I've got to make it 12 as well. So each I have to cut into 3 units because 3 times 4 is 12. So 3, 3, 3, 3, that gives me 12. Now, over here, I have equal units, but let's not forget the front part. Over there, we also have to make equal parts. So we also have to cut into 4 and 4. Okay, now our model is done. We have made them all equal units. So let's look at part A. We're supposed to solve for the fraction that he spent on cake. Fraction of his money did he spend on the cake? It should be cake out of the total. Cake out of total. The cake will be 9 units. And the total is 20 units. So the fraction would be 9 out of 20. Now part B, if he was left with $9, let me put that leftover in the left with $9 over there. So this tells us that 3 units is the leftover, which is $9. So 3 units, $9. Let's solve for 1 unit. $9 divided by 3, 1 unit is $3. We're trying to find how much money Ronnie had at first, which would be everything, which would be his whole, which is 20 units. 20 units would be $3 times 20. That gives us $60. Now, this is the model way. How about the fractions way? So once again, I'm going to list down all the information so that we're clear. First, the present. So present, he spent 2 out of 5 of his money. After spending 2/5 of his money present, the remainder would be, let's take the whole, which is 5 out of 5, minus what was spent on present, 2 out of 5. That will give us the remainder of 3 out of 5. So then it says that the cake, he spent 3/4 of the remainder on the cake. So 3/4 of is times the remainder, which we found to be 3 out of 5. So 3/4 times 3/5. Let's multiply and we get 9 out of 20 of the money. This tells us that 9 out of 20 of the money was spent on the cake. So if you see here, our denominator has changed. I'm going to change the denominator for the present as well to make it denominator 20. The reason I need to do this is because I have to find out the fraction for the leftover. Now, what fraction does Ronnie have left? Let's start from the whole. The whole is 20 out of 20. He spent 8 out of 20 on the present. I'm going to subtract that. And he spent 9 out of 20 on the cake. So if I subtract these two, I will be left with 3 out of 20, which is actually the $9 that he had left. And we can solve it the same way. 3 units is $9, and we solve for 20 units, which is the whole. So in this case, the answer is Ronnie had $60 at first. So that's all for part 5. I'll see you in the next part.